Hello, class. This is your next programming assignment. 10 points. Ask me about my loops. Now, at this point, we've covered numerous loops, so you should be, a little bit familiar with them by now, if you've gone through everything. For loops, while loops, do while loops. Uh, and incidentally, that is what I'm asking you to make here. Now, there are three different loops you're going to have to make, and you're going to do it all in one program. The first loop will be you're going to use a for loop. You'll need input for this, meaning you're going to ask the user how many times they want to loop. Uh, you ask it, it gets stored in a variable. So, and that loop will loop that many times. So if I say loop 5 times, the loop will loop 5 times. I say, go 10 times, it'll go 10 times. Whatever I type in is what it should do. Now this is an example. I typed in 5, it went 5 times. That does not mean only make it do 5 times. It should work for any number I type in. This is, again, just an example. Now, a while loop you're going to make here, and it's going to loop until you type in the number 0. That means it's going to ask you for a number every time, and I'm just going to keep typing them in, and as soon as I hit 0, that's when that loop will end. Now, there's 2 or 3 ways to write that effectively. We've gone over those in the recent programs. Uh, but that's what you're going to have to do for that part. Now, the way it can end is you declare the variable before it starts, and then you loop until that variable is 0. Or you can use if statements and a break statement and, some other things, to make it end. Now, the third loop will be a do while, and it's just going to loop 10 times. You don't have to type anything in for this. It's just going to go 10 times, and it's going to display red beans and rice 10 times because red beans and rice is delicious. There we go. So the project has 3 loops, 10 points, so you can roughly equate that to 3.3 points each for each loop. If you have any questions or problems, you can look back through older videos or older programs, and you should have a rough idea. Nothing I'm giving you here is something that we have not done or you haven't seen already. Um, all you have to do is adapt it for this program. So again, there should be 3 loops in it. The first loop, it asks you for input, you type it in, and you loop that many times. The second one, again, asks you for input. You can use a different variable for this. And then it's just going to keep asking until you type in that number 0. Not so dissimilar from our guessing game we did. And then a do while is kind of the same as a for loop, except it's going to go 10 times specifically no matter what. All right, and that is your quick review over Ask Me About My Loops. Good luck.